DJ Graham. DJ's forced a team high 5 turnovers this season with 2 interceptions and 3 fumbles, including the one against Wyoming in his last game. You guys can go ahead and ask DJ questions.
DJ, this is Jason Walker with Cash Relay Daily. That Wyoming game was probably the best overall performance on defense from you guys this season. What kind of changed in that game for you guys to have more success, and what do you guys got to do to have that again this week against Washington State?
Like I said, talent's never the issue. It's just I feel like we just locked in and honed in on the details. And we play more discipline than we have all year. And I think that's the only change, And like I said, that win was a huge morale booster also. So and we had something to prove also. It was I found out not too long ago it was actually a rivalry game between us and Wyoming. So maybe that also helped a bit too. But if we just carry this over into Washington State, we're gonna like the result we're gonna want the result that we wish for, and that's a W. So as long as we keep focusing in and honing in on the details, we're just gonna be fine.
I want to ask a follow-up kind of on the turnover number that Doug mentioned. Individually turnovers can kind of seem random, but then you have a lot of players who are very capable of getting turnovers. You've proved to be one of them. What goes into forcing those turnovers that you've been successful at?
Just doing your job. And that's something that I always try to, on a TV timeout or even before the game, it's just do my job, do my job. And I just know, eventually the ball is gonna find me. When I force a fumble, I'm trying to be as violent as possible. When I intercept the ball, I see the ball and it's just see ball, get ball really. But as long as I do my job, I just, eventually the ball is gonna find me.
Hey DJ, this is Eric Franson with 106.9 The Fan. Asked this of Josh, and I'll ask the same to you. This is another game where you're facing a ranked opponent. This would be the 5th team that is ranked or at some point was ranked over the course of the season. Just comment on the tough schedule you guys have had to go through, but still trying to compete and find W's in the mix of that.
Yeah, no, we definitely haven't caught a break all season, which is that's just how it is. But I like the competition. I'm glad that we get to play, such high-ranking opponents, and I don't know, maybe it'll make us focus more. I don't know, but it's a challenge for us, and it's a challenge that we're ready for, and it's a challenge that we're preparing for. Very very hard. Like, we had a great practice yesterday, and I feel like we've been carrying over the Wyoming win a little bit, and we like that feeling, and we haven't felt that feeling since Robert Morris. So we want to feel that again, and you could feel that in practice. You felt that yesterday, so we're gonna be ready for it, 100%.
DJ Jason Turner from the Herald Journal. This Washington State offense it's one of the better offenses you probably will face this season. Has a really dynamic quarterback. What are some of the biggest things that you need to accomplish to slow them down a little bit?
Yeah, yeah. This quarterback, he's really good, and he's a dual threat. He could do it. He could do it with his arm. He could do it with his legs. And we have to shut down. Number one and number two. They're really good receivers, and they got a lot of talent. So I feel like if we could do that, we have a really good chance of winning. But kudos to them because they got some guys that could go.
DJ, this is Jason Walker again. You guys have faced a lot of mobile quarterbacks this season. What have you learned from facing some of those quarterbacks and how to try and slow them down or stop them?
We got to keep them contained. That's the biggest thing. Their legs have hurt us more than the ball in the air. So I feel like if we could contain him and not let him hurt us with his legs, that's the biggest thing. I feel like I'm confident in our DBs. If the ball is in the air, we can make a play on the ball. Um, but somebody like an athletic quarterback, if we don't keep him boxing, we don't keep him contained, then we have more issues than we could deal with.
Just kind of a follow up on that. How difficult is it to try and generate a pass rush on the quarterback while also keeping it contained, not overplay it and let him sneak through the line and get a big rushing game?
Yeah, that's a tricky. It's like it's like yin and yang. We have to, come off the ball quick, but at the same time, keep integrity to the defense and keep them inside. Um, I don't know. It's tough, but like again, what I come down to, like what I always say is just be able to do our jobs, and if we do that, and we take coaching and we just stay in our gaps, I feel like we could keep them contained. That's the biggest thing. And it's not necessarily just a big sack. It could come down to like a QB hurry, or if we do get him out the pocket, you know, force him into a bad throw. So it's not necessarily just sack him and put him down, but and it's just more to it. So if we could do that, I feel like we'll be fine.